Hey Color Wars ladies, you guys ready to make your popsicle stick bow and arrows? I am. We're gonna start by getting our popsicle stick, a rubber band, some Q-tips, a pair of scissors, a cup. It doesn't have to be a measuring cup, just some sort of rounded cup like a mug or a bowl, something that's gonna hold a round shape. And some water. First thing we're gonna do is pour water into our cup. And then we're going to take our popsicle stick and we're gonna soak it for a while. So you might want a slightly bigger cup, something that's gonna fit all the way into, but I've been working on this already today and I've already soaked one. And your goal with soaking it is to put it deep down into the round object or the cup so that it bends and forms a rounded shape like a bow. So I let this one soak for a while and then I slowly pushed it down further into the cup as I bent it once it was already pretty soaked. Make sure you don't bend it too fast and too hard or it'll just break. So once it's soaked, you can slowly bend it a little bit at a time and fit it down into the cup. Here is the one that I bent earlier and you can see that it's got a nice round bow shape because it's been soaking in there. And then what we're gonna do to turn it into a bow is cut our rubber band and tie it at the notches at one end. So your popsicle stick should have little grooves in it. So we're just gonna tie it in a simple overhand knot, just like when you're tying your shoes. And make sure it's on there really tight. The reason we put notches into the popsicle sticks is that we don't want the rubber band to fling off while we're playing with it. So we're gonna tie it really tight into those notches. You can do another overhand to really hold it in place. Or if you know another knot that you'd like to try out, as long as it's gonna hold it really tight and in the notches, do whatever you'd like to do. All right, now we're gonna make sure it maintains that nice rounded bow shape. We're gonna pull the rubber band nice and tight all the way to the other side. We don't want to just tie the other end and have it loosey-goosey like this because then it's not going to be a tight bow. Pull it really tight as you tie it off, but don't go so tight that you break the popsicle stick because as we could see, a wet popsicle stick breaks really easily. All right, we can wrap it a few times to make sure it stays really tight. I'm actually going to pull it a little bit tighter. There we go. Wrap it in really tight into those notches again, and then you're gonna tie it off the same as before. You can just do an overhand knot or whatever knot you would like to try that will keep it in place. All right, and now it should be tight enough that the rubber band feels really tight and the popsicle stick is still bow-shaped even when you let go and set it down. Of course, we're gonna have a little bit of extra rubber band here. So we're gonna cut that off. And then it's time to start shooting. So we're gonna take our Q-tips and make them into arrows by just chopping off the fluffy end on one side. And now when you go to shoot your bow and arrow, please don't try to shoot it at somebody's eye or into someone's mouth. Be safe. Find a target that's not another person's face. You're just gonna hold your Q-tip, pinch it with the rubber band in between your fingers, pull back, and release. And you can even make a target and tape it to your wall and do some target practice. They actually go really far, so be careful. Pew! And that's how you make a bow and arrow. Have fun.